Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. Basement Talk Podcast, episode number 4. Now, I know what you're thinking. I was like, dang, Brian, you know what? You had episode 4 of What Happened and Came Down. And I have been defeated by the Fat Finger Monster. Yes, I did the live video. And I don't know what happened. It said it was processing. I touched the button because it was showing 2 processing videos. So I deleted one of them and it ended up deleting everything. So that's my fault. And again, I have been defeated by the Fat Finger Monster. But, this episode is a good one, so I don't mind doing it over. Right. So let's get the party started for sure. Right. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Basement Talk Podcast. It's your boy, Brian Jennings Jr. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you tuning in and listening up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my page, please make sure you click the subscribe button, right? And tell somebody else about it, and get some of these juicy topics. I don't want you to miss out. So let's get the party started, right? Today's topic is who are you? Or who am I? However you want to put it. Same thing, right? But who are you for real, right? Believe it or not, some of us right now are grown or think we grown, and we walking around here like we got our stuff together. And the reality is we're clueless as all get up, including me. We're lost. We just walk around here. We don't know where we're going. We don't know if we're coming or going. Who are you? Right. On a serious note, like, just sit back and ask yourself, like, who are you and what do you stand for? Right? What do you stand for? What do you want to stand for? Right? Reality kind of kicks in once you dive into your own life a little bit, right? This topic make you feel like, dang, what I'm doing right now and what I should be doing is not adding up. Right? There's a disconnect somewhere in the middle of that. So what we have to do is find it. Right? We got to find ourselves. We're so far off, it's crazy. Like, we continue to do things that embarrass ourselves as well as the people around us, the people that care for us. We constantly making bad choices in life. We really got to find ourselves and figure out who we are. Who are you? I won't sit here though and say like there's no reason that you do what you do. Because, you know, we all have our own ways of thinking. We all have our own situations. I'm not here to tell you how to think or how to do things. This is just my opinionated voice, right? And, you know, just expressing myself through communication. But you handle things how you need to handle them on your side. But just at the end of the day, who are you? What do you stand for? Right? What do you represent? Right? One thing that we all do have in common, though, is control. So, you know, we let our self-control be controlled by emotions and feelings causing us to act out of character. Like, unless you're born with a condition of some sort. And in that case, with all respect, that's just who you are, right? You have no control over that. You're born with a condition. Again, you know, this podcast is not to embarrass anybody, disrespect anybody, throw anybody underneath the bus. Right. Again, this is therapeutic for me. So I speak on different things, different topics that I normally just don't speak on, or I hold things in. So I'll use this platform and this time to just express myself. Right. So I hope you do get something out of this. Again, it's never to, disrespect anybody. So please don't take it that way at all. Now, let me kick this off by saying this. Some of us go from 0 to 100 really fast. Right, really fast. Matter of fact, just raise your hand. You raise your hand. Ain't nobody around. Ain't nobody around the room. Just raise your hands. Anybody gonna see you? Raise your hand. That's you. Raise your hand if you're one of those people who go from 0 to 100 ASAP. Yes, that is me too. Right. Others just hold the anger in until they explode. That also used to be me. Right. I don't hold it in so much, but I just go from 0 to 100. They both are bad. Like, let's just throw it out there. It's not good either way, right? Either way. Combination of anger and hate is the worst mix ever. Just keeping it 100 with you, right? You don't ever want to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm really working on the word hate. I need to get that out of my vocabulary, right? Because that word has a very strong definition and a backing to it in which I don't want to be a part of. Right? The definition of hate is like to feel intense, a passionate dislike for someone or something or an idea. Basically, you're a certified hater. And I'm not a certified hater, right? I don't want to be a certified hater at all, right? That definitely is not my character, and I don't ever want it to be. Like, the real question is, who are you? I like that. We kind of just always go back to it. So to kick this thing off, like, I got a couple different little topics here, expressing like who I am, right? So maybe some of these you can relate to, some of them you can't. Kind of ask yourself questions like, who am I? And see if you have an answer for it, and see if you have a solution for it. And are you practicing that solution? Right. So I'm going to read through mine here and throw out a few things here. Kick back, make your comments in the comment section, and we'll keep it rolling. All right. Check it out. So the question is, who are you? Who am I? Well, not perfect. And I wanted to start off with that one because don't let that answer fool you, right? Don't let that answer be an excuse to anything but, again, who are you, right? I will forever be a work in progress, right? And you can be a perfectionist, but you'll never be perfect. I'm not a perfect man. I'm not a perfect husband. In some cases, people are not perfect boyfriends. I'm not a perfect friend. I'm not a perfect parent. But every day I'm faced with a roadblock to overcome. Right. But life is a learning experience. So, and we'll all strive to do the best that we can. Right. As crazy as this may sound, like, I know people strive to be perfect, but there's just some people out there that think they poop don't stink. Right. I'm gonna try to keep this PG-13. But they really think they poop don't stink, and they walk around like nothing wrong. They got it all together. I really dislike, not hate, dislike people because perfect people, because they're fake. Again, who are you? Number two, I'm a people's person. I enjoy being around people and engaging with folks. And not everyone likes doing this, but this is who I am. Right. If you are in a position or a situation where you can't engage with people or interact, then you are not being you. Right? I'm telling you that you need to be out. I'm not telling you that you need to be out in the bar every night or partying every night. I'm simply just telling you that make time to interact with others to keep you honest. You know, we go to things, bowling, dinner, friend gatherings, inviting a few people over maybe. Just a few though, because if you're anything like me, I don't really like cleaning up after people being at your crib all day. So just a few, so it's not so long, and you can sit down and then just fall asleep. But on a serious note, like, make time, make space, right? Even if it's the other way around, like you need your own space. Like, make time for your space to keep you honest. Some folks don't like dealing with other folks, right? So who are you? It's nothing worse than being somewhere where you don't want to be, and you know that's not you, but you changing the vibe of the setting. That makes sense to you? Like, if you're not a partier, but you at a party, but you just sitting there, you're not socializing, you're not doing anything. You kind of just critiquing everything, and it's really not your vibe. People feed off that energy. If that's not you, don't go. Don't be there. Don't kill the mood. Right? Don't kill the mood. Be real to yourself, right? Number three, I'm a go-getter, right? I can't really sit down to save my life for nothing. I was raised to hustle and work my butt off. Like, I dislike people who mooch off others. I dislike lazy people. I was born to go get the things that I want. if you know me, like I never like to accept anything from others. I don't expect anything from others. I just believe in working hard and getting everything that I want on my own, because the overall reward is such a great feeling and I feel accomplished, right? I'm one of those people who think that if you ever help me, I owe that back to you, because I don't ever want that to become something that you hang over my head in the long run. And I know that's not the way to think, because there's some genuine people out here. Some people care about you, right? Some people want to, just like you want to help people, people want to help you. But who I am, I'm just the type of person that don't want that overhead. I don't ever want you to feel like you did something for me, so, it's because of you I'm where I'm at, or I got this and got that. No, it's just because of hard work, right? That's just who I am, right? Growing up, things never was handed to me anyways, or my cousins, if I want to throw them in the mix, because we all grew up in the same house. Our grandparents made us work, even if it was just cleaning up the basement for my grandmother, or outside raking yards, neighbor yards, cutting grass, whatever she had us do, we worked for. We used to help my grandfather at a bowling alley. He used to help run this old school bowling alley called Douglas Bowl on the north side, and we went in there and we worked. But we didn't just get candy and snacks for free. We worked for it and then we got rewarded. But that was just part of my growing up. So my mindset has always been like that. Again, it's a mindset of working hard and feeling accomplished at the end. Now, I'm gonna be really honest here. I wasn't the baby, but my mother was the youngest. So a lot of things in my younger years, I may have got some extra stuff, but we ain't talking about that. Maybe that's another topic for like spoiled grandchildren. But what I'm simply saying is I still had to work regardless of the situation. I still had to earn my reward at the end. My cousin's gonna love that. They probably hate me for saying that anyways, but it's the truth. I'm not lying. As a matter of fact, they used to be like, Brian, go do this so we can go get some money and go to the store. They used to use me. My cousin used to use me. Scumbags, I'm telling you. For real. Who am I? Who are you? What do you stand for? I like to make people laugh and smile. I think that's my specialty. Clearly, I got a grin on my face 24/7, right? And it just makes me feel so good to smile and laugh and be around people who are just like that. It keeps me honest, right? If you know me personally, you already know when you come around me, we are going to laugh and joke and have so much fun. Of course, there's always a time to be serious, no doubt about it. It's always a time to be serious. But even when you're serious, you can still smile, right? Connecting with people is a beautiful thing. I feel good when others feel good as well. All right, this includes friends, families, co-workers, etc. There are people who don't like laughing and joking and would rather be left alone. To each their own. Respect. If that's who you are, that's who you are. A lot of times some people mistake my character as a people pleaser or attention seeker. Well, people pleasers are normally not happy with themselves. And let's just be honest, right? I, on the other hand, enjoy making you smile and laugh. I benefit from this because that's who I am. So I'm going to smile while you're smiling. So yes, I will go out my way to make sure you got a smile on your face because it's going to make me happy too as well. Like I'm doing this for me. It's kind of like this podcast. This is for me. This is not to just spill my beans to people that I don't know and this is therapeutic for me to speak on it, to think about it, to put it out. And maybe it can help somebody else who's thinking the same way, but just don't know how to release it. express themselves. I use this platform to express myself. So it's beneficial for me. Every week that I sit down to connect with you guys, it's just so soothing, relaxing. I actually get a chance to go over my notes and be like, dang, this is me. This is who I am. Each and every week, I think about different topics that I sit down and put notes together about. And I'm like, dang, Brian, like, either I got some things to work on, and everybody do. So I got things to work on, and or like, wow, man, like I got potential to really do some things. You know, we never sit down and really think about things like that. We never sit down and really examine our own selves and figure out who we really are or what we're really capable of. We look at everybody else and think of all the things that they doing and going like, I can never do that. I can't be successful like that. I don't have the resources. No, you ain't going to get the resources. You're not trying to get the resources. Resources right in front of you. It's still a process. I spoke on this before. In order for you to become something, you got to put in some work. But if it's in you, if it's who you are, then you got to be willing to do it. And you can do it because it's what you want to do. It's what you want to be. Who are you? Right? Who are you? Let's touch on some touchy stuff though, right? Who am I? I know I just talked about smiling, and I talked about laughing, and I talked about all this joking, right? But I'm one stubborn dude. Put it out there. Are you stubborn? Are you stubborn? I'm stubborn. Straight out the gate. Right. I know I said I was going to keep it PG-13, but I'm stubborn as hell. Let's just keep it real. Brian can be stubborn at times, which makes it difficult for people to deal. Makes me a very difficult person to deal with. Conversate with and reason with. Like I take things that used to bother me throughout my entire life, and I keep them in my back pocket. Right. And I sometimes get that feeling and my guard goes up. I sometimes feel like I need to protect myself, so I shut down. You ever find yourself just shutting down? Right? You think about something that triggered you before, and you just be like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this. I'm gonna just shut this down. I'm good. Whatever. All right. This is absolutely not a good thing at all. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. So it's nothing that I'm proud of, right? I completely shut down to open understanding, and yes, this is totally not the person that I want to be known for, right? I don't, when you shut down and you don't try to understand where people coming from, or at least express their way of feeling, or they might be you trying to help you as far as giving you some directions or giving you some insight on or how you can be a better person. And if it's coming from a legit source, then, you need to be open-minded and take that in. But if I'm stubborn, or I think I got it all, or I don't want to hear it because something else triggered me, number one, you might be blocking a blessing, right? You might be blocking a blessing. Somebody might be steering you in the way you need to go, and it's still a representation of who you are. Everybody needs a little guidance. You can't shut down everything. I did that before, right? I never believed in like counseling. I never believed in people just telling me what I need to do better. The back of my mind always told me that, man, they got these people in places that tell you, hey, man, if you do this or do that, everything is going to be good, whether it's relationships, personal issues, marriage, whatever the case may be. In the back of my mind, I go, how this fool going to tell me what to do when I know or I don't know what he doing when he clock out of work and go home? Hey, I'm being honest, right? But God did put everybody in place for a reason. And no matter what that person do when they done talking to you. The information that they provided for you have to come with some professionalism. Gotta deal with them on another level. But while you face to face with a person giving you some insight, it's up to you whether you gonna take that in to change for the good, or you gonna do like I do, shut them down and don't give them a chance. Who are you? We got to learn to be real with ourselves, man. Straight up, right? We'll never grow faking. You know, the worst thing you have, like, another thing kind of popped in my mind, like, who are you, right? Are you the fake friend or are you the real friend, right? And I had to say this. I just wanted to put that right in the mix. Like, are you the friend that can tell somebody, like, hey, you know you're on some bull right now. You need to sit down, chill out, regroup, get yourself together? Or are you the friend that lets somebody do something, know they're going to screw up, and then talk behind them behind their back, smile in their face the next day, knowing you could have helped them before it even got to that part or that situation? Some people don't care. Some people live just so they can have a story to tell. Never want to help nobody. Are you a real friend? Are you a bogus friend? Maybe my next episode should be on adult friendships, because some of y'all adult friendships are whack. I literally been in a place where people sit with each other every basketball game, every football game, at these kids' events. These parents kick it and party all day long, and then they talk about each other as soon as he's not around, and then they smile and give each other hugs right when they see him again the next week. Where they do that at? Come on now, let's get real. Either you like them and you deal with them, or you don't, and just don't fake it, right? You teaching your kid how to be fake. Why? To fit in? To be accepted? Is that what we teaching our kids? Is that what you want to be known for? It's gonna be a trickle effect. Your kid, you gonna show your kid how fake it is. That don't even make sense, right? So, again, self-check. Like, who are you? What do you stand for? Are you fake? Are you real? Are you the best you can be? This conversation can go on forever and ever, right? There's so many things we need to work on in our lives, but you really got to just self-check yourself, right? And many of these topics that I discuss is a self-check observation, right? It all falls back on you. Who are you? And if you displaying somebody that you don't want to be, quit doing it. Including myself. I'm not here telling you what to do. Like, I'm not no licensed therapist. I'm just telling you, in order for us to change, then we got to make change. Put change in order. And then we'll see. I always say this at the end of my sayings, if you ever look on my podcast or when I post music jams. My little slogan is, all the world needs is real people and music. Music soothes the soul, but real people soothes the heart. I'm telling you, it just makes you feel so much better when you deal with real people. I'd rather you tell me you don't like me straight out the gate than to pretend to like me, and then I gotta find out later on that you don't rock with me. You can save that. Just be real with me, right? Let's not waste each other time, or let's spend time together and connect, just like I'm doing with y'all. Hey, that's a good way to end today's topic. Again, this is what I love to do. I love connecting with y'all. This is who I am. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate y'all listening in and tuning in each and every week. And hopefully I don't fat finger this episode. Hopefully it'll load up pretty good, and we can continue on in this process. But I love y'all, man. Thank you for listening in. It's your boy Brian. I'm gonna wrap this up, right? I'm gonna wrap this up. I use these examples of myself throughout this episode, but just put yourself into those categories or your own, right? Think about who you are as a person and what makes you who you are, right? And then ask yourself, are you real or are you fake? And fix it. Listen, it's your boy signing out. Much love to you. Speed Jennings. And I'm out of here. Peace out.